Hello and welcome, my gobbled up grapes. Today we've got Interstellar. This is a map created by Baroki. I'm going to play on chimps for you, and we're going to have some fun doing some weird stuff. Player completion rate's pretty low, and it's a pretty decently tough map overall. Let's check out the path here and talk about the monkeys. So first of all, there is no walls, so you can, see that there's no official walls here, but there's technically two different paths, but they're not really different paths. They're kind of just like wave around each other just a little bit, kind of along this black hole, I guess. And then as far as where we can put our monkeys, we can put them anywhere. Anywhere on this entirety of the map, except exactly where the track actually is. So that gives us a lot of room to kind of work with, and hopefully enough to make this worthwhile. So I'm going to do a druid start. I'm going to try a druid with Druid of Reach. I think if we can reach across the way here. Yeah, good enough, I think. Yes, okay. And then I think the hardest part for us is definitely going to be the start here. If we can get going in this game, we're going to be fine. In fact, I'd really like to be able to afford a boomerang, but there's a possibility I might not be able to. And I really like the boomerang because I could just shoot down a nice, straight, curvy-ish line right here. It's like the boomerang was like made for black holes, dude. All right, here we go. We got the boomerang. Bam! And we're going to put him on last. As far as heroes go, I felt like, oh, I should have picked Voidora. That would have been freaking perfect, but it's too late now. We've got just regular old Adora today, and she's hopefully gonna, pop some bloons and stuff for us. All right, it's getting close here. I hope that I can get enough money here to get Adora going. Just another $20. We've got some yellow bloons coming out right now. Scary times, scary times. $3. Oh, with Adora. No! All right, let's see if we can get luckier this time. With Adora, last second. Actually, I can put her in an even better spot, and we do make it happen. Luck is sometimes a factor in this game. It's kind of weird that it happens, but it just is. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am kind of sick today. I've been sick for the past couple days. I've had this weird... luckily, it's not COVID. It's just like a cold, but it's a pretty bad cold. It's like a cold that's actually getting down into my bronchioles and into my lungs a little bit, so... I've been trying to rest it up a little bit, and hopefully we can still make some cool videos for you guys. I'm feeling a little bit better, though. That's the good news. So, as far as today's plan goes, I've kind of got like a really basic start here, but believe it or not, I want to go for a big boy. I want to go for a really, really excellent, awesome tower here, and I'm going to put it in somewhat of a goofy-looking spot. I want to put it right about, no. The reason why is, you can see down straight lines here, which is good. You can also look down here and see down straight lines, which is good. And then you can also see down here and look down straight lines, which is also good. Straight lines on any Dartling gun is always going to make your day just that much easier. As far as cross paths go, this is where it gets interesting. Technically, right now, I need cam detection. So I'm just going to be goofy about it. I'm going to say, I just want a Spike Factory. All right. Even if it's not perfect against everything, I just wanted to pop my cable balloons, and that's kind of it. And then, believe it or not, I am not going to go for cam detection on my Dartling gun. Instead, I'm going to go for a village for cam detection for later on. And for now, I want to go for, believe it or not, a bottom path Dartling gun. I want to go for the Bezt. The best Bezt ever, but he's expensive. I mean, look at this price. We're talking about a whopping 62K plus 13K. We're talking about 75K just to get the last two upgrades here, plus previous upgrades. $80,000 to get a Dartling gun going. That's approximately, give or take, half the amount of money you're going to make on chips. In fact, you know what? I have a little money counter here. It's not perfect, by the way. 177,000 after you beat round of 100. So, oh gosh. Lead balloons, we got that. All right, we're good. And then, even though it's weird and doesn't really help me out that much right now, it will help me out in the long run here. I'm going to go for the laser shock, dude. It's kind of a weird one, but I honestly believe that it will help me out. And I'm just going to lock him in place. All right, so right now, not super powerful. Still, cam detection, a little bit worried about it, so we're just going to get bigger stacks, so we don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to just get a village going. And I honestly believe that this might be enough to even pop the Moab here without too many crazy issues. Maybe I'll buff things a little bit, or hopefully get a buckshot in time. But I want to get the cam detection, so I don't have to worry about it at all. All right, here's camera detection. Now that we got the basic strategy down here, I actually wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about space. So space has always been one thing that has always interested me. In fact, if I was going to start a new YouTube channel right now about anything in the world, I'd probably start it about space. The problem is I'm not unbelievably knowledgeable about space, and it's all, in my opinion, the theoretical stuff that gets me the most interested. I really like the idea of of like, why? Why does the universe exist? Why does gravity exist? Why does all of this just somehow magically work together to make planets and stars and people and all this stuff? And it's like, why am I actually here? It's just such a weird and profound question, and I think it's the most important question that probably will never actually truly be answered. And that's kind of the rough part with it, is that you're probably going to die without that question actually truly answered. Here we go. Moab, round 40. Big laser shock damage there. And we chase a little bit. Yeah, okay, a little bit tough there. Not as fantastic as I would have liked it to be, but not bad. Now, the real question is, can this random laser shock buckshot actually get us through into a balloon aerodynamic system this early on in the game? And I think it can. I think it can carry it. With a little bit of help from Medora, obviously. But really, that's about it. I mean, Boomerang's not doing much at this point. Druid, I mean, he's just a base Druid. And then we've got our random crappy Spike Factory in the back here, which also isn't doing all that much. But we only have to make it a couple... Oh, crap! Oh, crap! Woo! Maybe it can't. Maybe it can't. All right, so this black hole makes it so we cannot see the balloons very easily. Also, locking them in place might seem like it's a good idea, but believe it or not, it is not always a good idea. You know what? I think I just need to get more popping power. I don't think I can... And I can't see my spikes at all. This is terrible. Ugh, I really wanted to go for this, but you know what? I got an idea. Let's just do something simple. I'm going to go for a Druid Jungle. It's surprisingly powerful for the amount of money you're spending on him, and he's really, really good against balloons, which is exactly what I need right now. You know, it's just going to sort of like melt through a lot of the stuff and even hurt the ceramics, which is awesome. And we're about halfway to our bats, so that should be good. So, today, I guess my main thing that I'm going to talk about is, believe it or not, aliens. So why are we here? So when I say we, obviously I mean humans, people. But there's probably a lot of life out there in the universe. Alright, we're going to use Adora's ability again. Camo balloons are getting popped here, at least reasonably well. Spike Factory, hopefully, just going to hang on in the back there, but it's honestly super scary. I don't really like my Spike Factory, to be honest. I don't like it at all. The good news is Bads probably will be afforded on round 49. Which is a scary round to afford something on, because it's a very beefy round. Luckily, we're you know, making money. Making money. Making good money. Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful. And Bads is officially up. The nice thing about getting a Bads, main thing, it's not the extra popping power, it's this. Target independent. Let him go to town, dude. I don't have to worry about it at all. Now, what's weird is the laser shock at this point in the game is actually not that helpful for us. It does do a little bit of extra Moab damage, which is nice, but not crazy. But we're sacrificing that middle path grid, which sacrificed not only the cam protection, but also the faster shooting, which is kind of terrible. But really, it's about saving up for the Bez. You want to get this Bez with laser shock. It is, I don't want to say better, but I like it a lot better as part of my team. It's just a good combo to have. So we're going to see if we can make that happen for us. As far as like, getting a Bez, though, I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to afford it right now. So we're going to just see what kind of minor, small-ish towers can we buy to make sure that we can get up to the Bez. And I think I have the answer. We like straight lines. We've got this village going for us. And I got a tower that has a pretty good amount of range here. And shoots and like straight lines. And we're talking about Crossbow Master. It's not a bad tower. Do not underestimate this mofo. So we're going to be going for the crossbow, sharpshooter, quick shot, very quick shots. I always go middle path. I just like it better, almost always. And we'll leave him on first. And I'm going to go crossbow master before I do anything else. And that's hopefully going to be our kind of jump to the next level here. All right, looks pretty good. Honestly, this map is, I would not say it's an expert map. I don't know if I could go all the way to advanced map, but I think it could be a fairly difficult advanced map. Or a fairly difficult intermediate map, or maybe an easy advanced map, kind of depending on how you look at it. There's not that many loops or anything like that, but we do have a decent amount of room to work with straight lines. Straight lines make things a lot better. So I feel pretty comfy right now. Let's kind of continue our alien stock. So, of course, I mean humans, but I honestly believe that they're... Ooh, camo-lets. Camo-lets. Alright, we're gonna go mid. We're just gonna get the jungle drums as well. I didn't have the money for Crossbow Master. This will be something we need, but it just sucks to buy it right now. I did not want to waste the money on that, but it is what it is. We're gonna need it eventually. It's pretty much a necessity for this guy to get this. Even when you get a 5th tier, it doesn't have the light pocket power. And that means DDTs that being really, really problematic. So, yeah, I mean, we're, like, pretty decent on the money here, but we got round 63 coming up. I'm hoping this is a good enough squad here. Hoping this is a good enough squad. Though I am not 100% confident. We're going to have to watch these Bloons very carefully on this black hole. Alright, let's check this out. With no extra help from anybody. Good, good, good. Alright, that feels good. Not even get close to the back. Sometimes, though, random crap happens, and they just, like, pop to the wrong layer or something, and then you just make everything way, way worse. Alright, let's just use it to be safe. The last rush is the biggest rush, but not by much. And we're still golden. So, of course, I believe that there are aliens. I believe that there's a lot of aliens. Alright, I believe that there's probably millions of different groups of aliens. Maybe even... Nah, probably not billions. Probably millions. Maybe billions. I don't know. Of advanced civilizations, or civilization-like aliens out there. But, when I bring this up to people, they often think, whoa, well, like, that means they're here. The aliens, they must be here by now. And I think that that is probably not the case. I'm going to make my argument to you guys today all about aliens and why I don't think that aliens have visited Earth. It is possible that they have visited Earth, but I don't believe it. And I am like 99.99% confident in my own thoughts. And the main reason why is that there is no evidence that aliens have ever been here. That's the easiest answer. There is no evidence, and people have been searching for all this evidence, and always, whenever there is something that's like, oh, well, what about this UFO? And it's like, well, that's not evidence because it's unidentified. It's not a alien spaceship. It's an unidentified flying object. That proves nothing. That's like saying, oh, look at this. I found this unidentified ground object. There must be mole people living down there. Is that what? Excuse me? How does that make any sense? It don't. Alright, here we go. We got Crossbow Master money. Feeling pretty good. So to me, it's like, well, of course, if there's a flying object that we haven't identified, I mean, what makes the most sense? It's gotta be aliens. Yeah, fair enough. But it seems like every single time there is an unidentified flying object, it's, you know, humans have objects that can fly. It's human-made, whether it's air balloons or weird planes or missiles or sometimes random natural phenomena or it's just always there's like an answer for everything, and the answer tends to be not aliens. And when it's like 99.9% of the time, or 99.999% of the time, there's like an answer that isn't aliens, it's like, well, the 0.001% doesn't necessarily mean it's aliens. It just means maybe we don't know what it is. Maybe we don't understand what it is just yet. So, my argument always goes that I don't believe that aliens have visited Earth, and the main reason why is that there is no evidence. But, even going further than that, you can think about it logically. You can think about aliens as like a logical thing, like, would aliens come here? What would they do if aliens did come here? And, would it be possible for aliens to even get here? And I think that's my my second like main argument if aliens don't come here, is that it's so ridiculously hard to get through space. Okay, when I said that there's millions of, oh gosh, this looks a little bit scary. There's probably millions of intelligent species out there. I'm talking about throughout the entire universe. And the universe is freaking huge. Alright, don't forget about that. The universe is astronomically huge. Our brains cannot understand it. When you think about it in terms of numbers, you can think about it something like this. If you want to, there are, just in our galaxy, and we could use rough numbers here. Alright, there's like 400 billion stars. We're just going to say, like, just on average, if a galaxy has about 100 billion stars. Billion! Billion's a huge number! We're not talking about millions here. We're talking about billions. It's freaking huge. Just our own galaxy is astronomically large. We can't even understand it. When astronomers first saw our galaxy, they're like, our galaxy is freaking huge. But they thought our galaxy was the entirety of the universe. Yeah, no joke. So then when we looked out into space, and we're like, wait. There's not just one galaxy. There's not just hundreds of galaxies. There's not just millions of galaxies. There's probably billions of galaxies. And that's just in the observable universe, what we can see in our bubble of the universe that we can like understand, because the universe has existed for 13.7 billion years or so, and that's how far we can see. Within some weird math reasons why that's not exactly 100% true, but that's kind of true. So, the universe is so freaking huge, but when you have 100 billion times maybe another 100 billion, or maybe even a trillion, you get huge numbers. Now, these are the amount of stars. We're talking about stars. Our star is our life giver, basically. So when we talk about life, we think, well, you know what? A star must exist that has planets around it. We can assume that based on everything we've seen so far, all planets just have, or all stars have planets around them, or some sort of planets around them. So that's the most likely place for life to exist, is on a planet around a star. So when we extrapolate all of that normal evidence out, we're like, oh yeah, I mean, anywhere where there's a star, there could be a planet, and there could be life around that planet. Of course, we try to say, it's more likely to be like a main sequence star, which is an average star, a normal star. But when you look at like all of that together, you're like, holy crap, there's a trillion times 100 billion. I don't remember the exact amount of zeros that is, but it's like 12, there's like 22 zeros or something, 23 zeros at the end of that. It's just such a huge, ridiculously large number right then and there that you have to say, wow, that's the amount of stars in the universe. All right, we got to use our ability here. This is getting a little spicy. We are currently $12,000 away from our Bloons Solution Zone. Our Crossbow Master is still keeping us in the game right now, so that's good. That's good, that's good. All right, let's do one of these. We're gonna move to strong so I can get through this oh my god layer here. I'm a little afraid of 87, to be completely honest with y'all. I think that could kill us. It could kill us. Yeah, we're gonna leave her on strong here, and we're gonna have to use our ability again, and probably use both abilities, and maybe even have to do something else here to just survive 87, and that'll push us back away from our Bezt for a little while, but it just might be a necessary evil. All right, we're going early. We got to get through this these layers here. We're going through a lot of stuff here. All right, I'm going to switch him to normal. I'm going to use an ability here, and we're going to try to micro through this. It's a lot of the bads doing a lot of the work, but it's also a lot of the Crossbow Master doing a lot of the work. In fact, I kind of want to see what my pop count is right now. I might have used my abilities just a little bit too early here. All right, we're chasing, but you know what? Down to the last, oh my god, that makes me feel a lot better. All right. Scary, but not horrible, and we survive 87, one of the toughest rounds. And we got a few more to go. Let's put him back to target independent. Let him go to town. All right. Good. Good. And we got a couple more oh my gods. We're going to use this ability early. I think it's just going to take a long time for us to pop these guys anyways, so it won't matter. And if we can pop 2 more oh my gods, I think we're going to have a Bezt ready to go. And before the DDTs at that, which is wonderful. Oh, wait, back to normal. Got a lot of blooms here. I might have to... Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to retry this because we're just so close to a Bezt, and I don't want to lose on a stupid round. Just a quick reminder that this is a real chimps. So if we, if we lose, we lose. There's no getting around it. It's just, we're donezoed. All right, we're going to aim the front balloons here. This is not the hard part. It's really the oh my gods that are the problem. All right, Crossbow Master doing a pretty good job here. And we're going to use this guy a little early. I kind of don't want him to pop at the same time, but it might end up kind of happening here. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. We might have to restart again. We're going to try to use Adora's ability here, but just 2 oh my gods popping at the same time is the wrong thing to do. Okay, we're going to move Adora back to first and see if we can pop his oh my gods separately from each other. They still kind of pop at the same time, but we're going to have a little more time to deal with these guys. So, that could be enough. 1 more oh my god. And we do. We managed to micro through that, and Bezt is ready to be in existence. Holy crap. Don't walk that crap in the wrong way. Oh, that scared me. All right, so what do we do now? Well, we want to buff him a little bit. Let's buff him by just getting a quick elk. This is something I was thinking about getting at any point, but, if we can manage to get this guy, it's way better. So we're going to strongest him, and we're probably going to buff both of these puppies. Unfortunately, I did build my druid here, so I can't really do anything about it at this point. It's just kind of like stuck as it is. but we'll have to just, like, watch it carefully. But now you can see the Bezt is just unloading on this thing, and I think our best bet is to buff the Bezt. Let's overclock them. We can buff both of them if we want to, but we gotta, like, make our choices on what we want to build here. So, anyways, as far as aliens are concerned, there is so much room for aliens to exist. But because there's so much room, because the world is so the universe is so gigantic, you run into an issue. Space is just too big. Space is too big. So to get from Earth to the sun takes 8 light minutes. I think it's like 7.2 or something, 7.4. It's like 8 light minutes. Minutes for the speed of light. Let's go to the nearest star. Magically, if there was intelligent life on the nearest star. That's 4 light years away. Light years. Now you might be thinking, okay. Well, all we got to do is get a craft that can move the speed of light, and then it only takes 4 years to get to the nearest star. Great. Except, no. We can't make anything that can travel the speed of light. And as far as pretty much everybody's concerned, it's probably the speed limit of the universe. A lot of physicists try to come up with, like, these magical, amazotastic solutions that are just kind of, at this point, just straight up sci-fi. They're like, technically, the math works out. It just can't be done. You need such immeasurable amounts of energy that it just can't be done. And it's like, okay, well, that's crazy. Wormholes could technically exist, but they shouldn't exist, but they could maybe sort of... It gets really wild. So realistically, and then you get into problems with time travel and stuff, and then it just gets insane. It's just like, dude, it makes a lot more sense, just logically, for time travel to not truly exist, to travel back in time. All right, traveling forward in time, I'm going to do this all the time. So we are time traveling. We're time traveling forward. And we can do things where we can make time happen faster forward, but we cannot do anything about going back in time. It just gets crazy with all these paradoxes and all these universe-ending things that it's just like, dude, it's actually probably better if we don't even think about trying to go back in time, because we might just end the universe. It might just get deleted, you know? So, yeah, we gotta be careful. Straight up. If there's anything that we gotta be careful about, it's about accidentally time traveling and ending the universe. I'm gonna be straight with you. All right, we got a problem here. This is a big round, dude. I'm just gonna aim straight down here. So, anyways, after all of that, basically, all I wanted to say is that if you truly started thinking about the immense size of the universe, and you realize that the fastest man-made object currently has gone about 1% of the speed of light or less. 1%. So now you're taking that 4-year trip and you're making 400 years. It's like, well, no human could possibly do that. I mean, robots technically do that. So if we had aliens actually come here, you know what they would be? Robots. Yeah, no joke. We'd have robots coming here. They would be automated. They would not be aliens. They would not be like living aliens. And a lot of people, sci-fi people, actually believe that if aliens did come here, they would be either bionic or like possibly a combination of like robot combo thing. I don't know. It just gets really weird. But anyways, look at this thing, man. Holy crap. So I didn't even get into all of my detailed thoughts about everything, but the universe is just too big. To the nearest star we're talking about is just crazy, 4 light years, but you don't forget that the Milky Way is like 100,000 light years across. And going to any of those stars, you know, you multiply that out by ridiculous amounts of stars. It's just too big. It's too freaking big. Aliens would not come here and then just lollygag around and not tell us that they're here. They just wouldn't do it. It doesn't make any sense, like, logically. Unless they really wanted to study us for no reason. They'd want to, like, introduce us and be like, hey, you know what? We figured out the answers to the universe. Come and learn the answers to the universe with us. Because, you know, the only way to understand the universe is by conversing with other intelligent life. And there it is. We got 1.5 mil. We got 357. Not bad, but not great. Right. 72 for Adora. And everybody else did. Oh, I never built my overclock either. We didn't even need it. We did great. And the Bezt is truly the king. He did everything for by himself, basically. We need to buff him just a tiny bit. And Bezt is the answer to all of the problems. If you guys enjoyed, press that like button, subscribe, and have a super duper delicious day.